Hello, we're back. I've been having a crisis a bit about doing these videos right, like doing them that they're not good enough. That I should edit them, that I should post them consistently. And I tried, and I just can't, like I have to do it the way that I'm gonna do it. I'm trying really hard to give myself grace. Sometimes life feels like I'm not living, like I went on a date with someone yesterday and I said something that I had this feeling of when I was 17, that most of the time my life used to just feel like line work. And then when I really feel like I'm living, it feels like I'm in like a three-dimensional watercolor, like a soup. A beautiful, colorful, warm, fuzzy soup that I'm wading around in, and every different colored spot is a different physical sensation. And I bet you'd love if I paired them all up into what color is what physical sensation, but I don't know. Sound off in the comments what color you think would be what physical sensation. I feel so ashamed of myself. So much shame. And it's really hard to love yourself when you're ashamed. You have to love being ashamed. It's hard to be ashamed and love being ashamed. But you know, I like it hard, so. I keep remembering this one part of this poem that I wrote. It starts off really, I think it starts off, kiss me like I've never been kissed before, or I've been kissed a million times. Kiss me until I'm not sick anymore, or I'm so sick I never have to work. I don't remember the next part. The apple core on my bedside table just fell over. I tried to edit them to make them more interesting, and I just feel like sick. Like, I feel like I'm lying. I feel like I'm taking out, like, having to say, like, which parts of my life are valuable and which parts. Like, I don't think there's any advice I could give you, any, like, I could, if I wanted to, make, I don't think it's a skill issue. Like, I could make a video essay that was, I've had so many ideas, and I just try, and I think about making them, and I think about sitting down and formulating, like writing something and reading it and adding text and adding images, and there's so many videos like that. Like, you can go watch a video like that, and I just don't. I don't know that that's what either of us needs, is for me to do that. Like, I'd rather just be with you. I just want to be here with you and not make it easy. And I keep saying these personal things, and I know that it's going to make my life harder. And I experience it making my life harder. And yet I keep coming back. Like, this is what I want to share. Just me being, me existing with you. And I don't want to fix it so that you stay, even though it hurts to not get the validation, to not fit any of the standards, to know that this format of video has been done so many times. Like, I'm just failing at so many metrics I have inside of my head. I'm failing at. But I think I'm good enough. Like, I just don't think that there's anything I have to do that I can't do, that I need to do. Like, if I can't make that video, then I don't need to make it. There's no version of myself I have to become to make that video. Like, I can just make this video. And I'm so insecure. And I say, it's okay, I'm allowed to be insecure because I'm 21, and then I feel insecure for saying not. I was at an open jam session at a really great bar here on this date, this first date. And he went to the washroom, and I was like, I gotta get up on stage and I gotta sing. So I sang, and I knew I was a little bit like out of key and out of tune. And someone came up on stage and started rapping with me and singing, and then they said, you know, like, let's bring the volume down for a bit. And I was so, I'm just really trying to be nice to myself. I was really into it. Is one way of saying it, or another way of saying it is that I wasn't listening. And I feel so bad that I wasn't listening. I feel like, even though I've never done that before, and I knew that it was going to be an experience that I couldn't prepare for, because that's how it works, and I just wasn't, the feeling of suddenly being out of tune, out of, not, out of sync, out of the, like a radio, out of the frequency of other people, feels so bad. And then he had to tap me to get me to stop singing. Mind you, the date had come back from the washroom. The first date, I'd never met this guy before, and watched this entire thing unfold. And then I was like, I can't get off stage now. That's so embarrassing. I have to stay in this situation. Like I have to stay on stage after this. So I just tapped him to say thank you. And I was like, there's a part of me that's angry at him because I think if I was him, if someone's really going off and they're just in their element, I was up there for maybe 2 minutes. We've got the whole night. Like, what's the rush? But I'll go back and I'll get more used to it and I'll get more in tune. It is really hard to be nice to yourself. Sometimes I get so sick of it, I just write in my journal, like, I hate this shit, I hate this fucking life, I hate everyone. I think about, like, all these violent fantasies of hurting people, hurting myself. I have to write them as, like, dissociative stories where I'm, like, somebody else, like, hurting myself because I can't bring myself anymore to be directly self-hating. I don't know if that's progress or another inhibition added to the list. It's just all these frameworks we use to make sense of the world. None of them hold up to like what it feels like to be alive for me. Like when I think about imagining things. When people talk about imagination, it can feel so wooden, like everyone inside of my head is just me playing puppets, and it never feels. But then I get these visions sometimes, like these beautiful visions. And it's not about what's happening in the vision, it's just how it feels to have something that you're like imagining that feels outside of you somehow. I don't know. It's like I'm connected to this other place and they just come and I didn't make them. They just come to me. And that feeling is so much more than any happiness, fulfillment, peace, joy, love, any of these words, anything that I think of that I can associate with them. It's such a shadow imitation of that thing, whatever that thing is. There's just some ways that I have to be. And I wish that, I don't know, I wish that other people liked them. But people like some of them sometimes and then they don't other times. But I still have to be them all the time. I wrote this story that I would read you if I had it. And I thought when I wrote it that the prose was so bad. I thought it was so dry. I was just trying to get it out there, but I was reading it back and it's definitely on the drier side, but I really enjoy it. And it was, I'm a lighthouse keeper, and I am all alone and nobody ever comes to visit me. Somehow I just stay in this lighthouse my whole life. And constantly, night and day, there's a thunderstorm like raging, like it rocks the house or the lighthouse. I can hear it and I can hear the crashing, and I don't know if it's the thunder or if it's ships on the shore. And I try not to think about it, and I never go outside. And sometimes there are spirits that I see that keep me from going crazy. I said sometimes I see my mother. She calls to me. She makes me tea. And she never asks me to go out into the storm. And I have this old yellow raincoat that's all faded and worn in the creases. It's got holes in it, and all the edges are frayed. And then one day, a fisherman shows up, and he bangs the door open, and his raincoat is new, and it's the same as mine. It's yellow, but it's covered in water, and it's all like shiny and glistening, while mine is dusty and faded. And he doesn't speak. He goes to the door to the stairs that go up to the lamp. And the door has swelled shut over the years. It's wood. And he pries it open, and he starts going up the stairs, and I follow after him. And the stairs are steep enough that he's taking water droplets, and they're landing on my forehead, my lips, and his boots. And we get to the top, and he looks at me, and I can't look at him, so I look away. And he pulls out a plastic bag with a single match in it, and he strikes it against the railing, and he lights the lamp, and I can see his gaze in the mirror behind the lamp. It's the only way I can look at him. And he says, "There, now it won't take me so long to find you." And he leaves. And in the story I say, in my dreams I still see him carving a path through the waves, dragging his ship along the bottom of the sea with ropes. Fuck if I know what it means. I hope one day these will come to something. I feel like I'm making them for a reason. But again, I have no idea what it is. And they say kill your darlings. I just can't It doesn't feel like killing my darlings, it feels like lying. And maybe one day it won't. Oh my god, a house centipede. There's a giant house centipede. Ah! There was another one the other day and I killed it. Ah! My bed is on the floor, so it, like, is even more of a problem. Oh, goodness. Where are they coming from? It's like, I don't mind when the bugs are on the walls, but, like, dude, like, this is sovereign territory. I don't actually know if I killed the other one. I definitely deprived it of oxygen for a while because it was too late for me to take it outside, so I left it under the cup. But I don't know if they can, like, go a night with, like, the oxygen that's in a cup and just. Oh my god, there it is. They climb through my clothes. I need to. Oh god, I need to fix this. Okay. This is just a bad emotional note to end on. I don't know how I want to sign off. I just want you to know that there's more to life than this. Whatever, like, I know you know what I'm talking about when I say that. When I say there's more to life than this, you know exactly what this is. You know there's more. I should have a new song for you somewhat soon. That'll be nice. I'm learning guitar, but I'll be pretty shit at it. Yeah, well, there's the video. I love you. Talk to you soon.